management stream. I have all my food ready. Good for you. This is going to be a long session again. We are coming up for Q1 18 minutes. We're about 15 seconds away from going green. And quali is now on, green light to go. And it looks like one of the Mercedes, both, and then one of the V carbs, one of the Williams, both of the Alpines are out. So it looks like people are coming out again. Corey May, 10 p.m. California. Again, this is in Vegas, so you guys are in the same time zone. It's Pacific time. Again, it is 12:01 a.m. now here in North Central Texas. Vegas is actually warmer than where I am. But having said that, it is cold. The air temperature is 11, almost 12 degrees, almost 11, 12 degrees Celsius. That's low 50s here for Celsius. I mean, in Fahrenheit. We have cars on track, and there again, why would you send your car out for the early out is to get an early time in to get that settled, so that you have a time. So if something goes wrong, something happens, you have a time on the board at least. We've got about 10 cars on track. Well, I would say now like 11. So Perez going out early. We will talk about track evolution. That basically what that means is essentially is, um, as the car is going around the track, they are rubbering up the track, and this is something that's important. Again, this is a street circuit, that's going to happen. So as there's more rubber, they can get a better, as you go later runs can get better grip, and a better time is possible. What time is start, please? It already started. We are coming around, and I believe Gasly is now starting. Yeah, he's starting Gasly, Albon. So we're seeing the first flying laps already right now. So we will, in another minute or so, we will. Yeah, Russell Bill. Again, he didn't start his lap. That's why. There must be something that they want to adjust on the car before they send him out for quali for purpose. Looking at what about Pacific time? Vegas is in Pacific time. That's what we're talking about. So it is 10:03 a.m. P.m. in Vegas right now. Corey, will Joe make it out of Q1? Don't think so. I don't think so. It will be a small miracle if he does get a Q1. So for pull anyone, yeah. Oh boy, you guys are starting. Let's see. So the first we've got Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell coming out again. So here comes Gasly. Gasly's going to set the first time. He's going to do a 143.7. That is dreadful. Bottas does a 136. That's still not very good. Joe, top of the board, 136.77. Enjoy that for your moment. So out of the first several drivers, we've got Sonoda doing a 145. These 140s are garbage times. Absolute garbage. They're not going to stand. The only times that are reasonable are the 136, but those are still high over a second and a half. So enjoy Steak being at the top of the board for a moment. Comes Alonso. He does another 145. These are not good times. We saw much better. Here comes the Ferrari boys coming out now. Perez might actually set a time. He sets a 141. What's going on? Gasly coming along. Were those just warm up laps? Yeah, those are just so they're going around at full speed. So Gasly has had sector 1, sector 2. Alonso is sector 1 right now. We've got those looks like they're doing really more. Those 140s were just a warm up lap. So they're really going to come around a second time. So here comes Gasly second time around. He's doing a 134.5. So that's what we saw. So they really all these 140s were really just the first go around. Lawson does a 135.315. Albon 135.69. Ocon 135.354. So Gasly first, Lawson second, Ocon third, Albon fourth. Sonoda just jumped to P2. Here comes Bottas. And no improvement. Colapino moves to 6. So 135.7. Comes Zoe second time around. He does not improve on his times. Bottas now. So that was a previous last. Alonso, here comes Alonso. Jumping to P2 with a 134.579. Still with several. We've got Norris cooking. We've got Oscar cooking. Russell doing okay. Max lost time in the second sector. That's not good. He improved, but he still lost time at the beginning of that second sector. He's into his third sector right now. Ferrari boys are coming around, and they're about. Are they going? Question is, are they going to do a lap to warm up those tires? Here's Oscar. He's got the fastest second lap. He's going P1 at 134.059. Here comes his teammate Norris. He's going to go P2, 134.088. He's about like 0.30 behind Oscar. Here comes Hamilton. He's going to do P3. We got Verstappen and Russell coming along. Verstappen is 14th. Russell is 4th. Verstappen did not have a good lap. 147. So that indicates that he's probably doing it. That's okay. So Max did a warm up lap, and this is him actually pushing. So jumps up to 9th. We still have not seen the Haas's, and we have not seen Stroll out on track as of yet. Ferrari right now. We'll see if this is an actual flying lap or if this is going to be essentially this is the warm up for the flying lap. Max starting sector 3. He's on the back straight. I see the 135. That's not very good. Yeah, so Leclerc did a 135. Well, the one else. So Leclerc is actually warming. This should be a warm. That should have been a warm up lap. So we got Max coming around. He's going to jump to P5, a 134.353. So we are about 9 minutes left in this session right now. We're halfway through this session right now. Question is, who is going to pit? Ocon is pitted, Gasly is pitted, so the Alpines have pitted. We have not seen the Haas's. We've not seen Stroll come out yet. Leclerc right now has a purple middle sector. So right now, Oscar's at the top of the board, 134.058. Sonoda just went P4, 134.252. So right now, the Ferraris, the Haas's, and Stroll are in the drop zone. Leclerc is in fastest middle sector, improving as he's coming across. And Leclerc, where is he going to jump up? Waiting for Leclerc to cross. He's going to jump to P1, 133.966. So that is a good result for. So we know, where is Science? Science is moving slowly. So in the drop zone, Ocon, Science, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, and Stroll. Magnussen and Hulkenberg are leaving the pits now. So they are out. What is going on with Stroll is a good question. Take a look at see if there's something in commentary. Go safe. Your tires. They're all using. Yeah, not seeing anything of why Stroll has not left. Not left. His car was at the end of Q3. They had an issue. There we go. So they are working to turn the energy. So they had an energy recovery system failure during FP3. So again, electrical issue. They're still working on to change the ERS pack and get Lance out back Q1. So he may not get. He could not may not get out. Looking right now, following with Max on F1 TV. It's improved in Sector 1, Sector 2, but not fastest. Science has just picked up fastest third sector. He's on his way to be. Yeah, he just picked up. So Science just went P2. So right now, Joe's at risk. Boss, Kai, Max, and Hulkenberg, Stroll are in the drop zone. Stroll has not left the pits. Hulkenberg and Magnussen are on their first flying laps. We've got under 6 minutes to go in this session. Got Oscar and Norris are going to pit. Hamilton and Russell. Hamilton is 6th. Russell is 9th. And they are on flying laps. Hamilton moves to 5th. Russell moves to P1. 133.363. He had the fastest first sector. Currently, Hamilton had the second fastest sector. So I doubt that they will go around again and do another lap, given that they're 1/5. Gasly and Ocon are coming. Are the next drivers Magnussen, Leclerc, Hulkenberg. Gasly comes across. That was a. He's going to start a flying lap. Ocon currently 17th. He's going to start a flying lap. This is Magnussen coming across flying on a flying lap. He does a 151. So that what I thought would have been a fifth flying lap is probably a warm up. I'm going to look at Hulkenberg. His lap is a 152. So they're warming up those tires. So Leclerc did come across. He was on an actual flying lap. He did a 133.446. So here comes Perez. Currently 13th, and that was a warm-up lap. Next, cross is Sainz. This is going to be after Sainz is going to pit. Verstappen. coming across, and he's going to go. It's going to be for an actual lap or for a warm up. You see, Gasly right now is cooking. The only ones, so Zoe, Bottas, Ocon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg are the only ones who are cooking right now. Everyone else seems to be on a slower recovery lap or have pitted. Sainz is now exiting the pit. So Gasly moves up to 6. Hamilton and Russell are on track still. They're doing another lap. Here comes Albon. Ocon moves up to 9th. Here comes Magnussen. Magnussen moves up to 9th. And then we've got Hulkenberg coming. He's in the drop zone. He moves to 9th as well. So Haas has gotten himself out of the hole. Bottas moves up to 15th, though. Zhou moves up to 11th. Zhou might get out of Q1. That might get him out of Q1. Right now, Bottas, Colapino, Perez, Lawson are in the drop zone. Stroll is in the drop zone, but he has not left the pits. So at this point, we can almost expect him. Max is P1 133.299. So Max is out of the hole. We have 2 minutes to go in this session. Again, Bottas, Colapino, Perez, Lawson, Stroll in the drop zone. Albon is the driver at risk. Alonso is the next driver, and then Tsunoda. So the question ultimately is, who is going to be eliminated out of this group? So at this point, Sainz is coming across. That was an out lap. Is he going to do a second lap is he going to do a second lap is the question at hand. Here comes Hamilton. Hamilton's 7th. Russell was on a slow lap as well. Perez right now may be the only one who is on a fast lap. This may be too early, bad timing on his part. But here he comes. He's trying to. Stroll has left the pits. Stroll has left the pits. He will get around and he will get a single lap of glory. At this point, people who are crossing the line, this is their go. Stroll is in the group that when he goes, he is going to be a single lap of glory to qualify. Perez moves up to 12th. That is going to be. He's locked in with that lap now. He won't get around for another lap. So this is the first of these finals laps. Stroll has backed off. That's interesting. Perez, Max is pitted. He's P1, so that's no big deal. We have yellow flag clear, so someone's come off and come back on. So here is Stroll. Stroll, this is he's starting his final lap. We've got Sainz coming across the line. And he's not improving his time, but he could go again. Hamilton is crossing the line. He's going to go P1, 133.25. So that's time set. Next is Russell. He's going to come across the line. P1 taking ahead of Hamilton. These are now checkered flags. Gasly, Colapino, Tsunoda, P10, safe. Ocon is in. Track limits, Albon his time has been deleted. So Albon is out. Perez has been dropped into the drop zone. Lawson is the driver at risk. Here comes Stroll. Lawson is taking a time, so it is about Perez. But Perez is already done. So it's Ken Stroll. Yeah, Perez is out. Perez is out. Here comes Bottas Joe. Alonso's not improving. The question now is Stroll going to be last? So Perez is going to be out Q1. Alonso's going to be out Q1. Albon is going to be out Q1. Bottas is going to be out Q1. See what Stroll can get out of Q1. Stroll comes across the line. No improvement in place. So we're pretty much done with Q1. It is going to be Perez out in Q1. Alonso out in Q1. Albon out in Q1. Bottas out in Q1 and Stroll out in Q1. And that is it. Wow. Again, Checo out in Q1. Lawson beats him in P15. Sonoda is P10 and Verstappen's P3. So, this is as Mr. J put, another masterclass from Perez. Yeah, this is. I don't know what else to say. This is, Checo couldn't get out of Q1. That's huge. Lawson is in Q2. Yes, he's P15, but he makes it into the next round. Yeah, Zhou got out of Q1. Zhou is in Q2. He's P14. That is a small miracle. Yeah, for the first, maybe, I don't know when the last time he's done this, but he's out-qualified Bottas. Bottas couldn't get out of Q1, but Zhou did. That is crazy. Colapino is P9. That's the other rookie that we're looking at. Red Bull is looking at Colapino. They're looking at Lawson. They both out-qualified Checo. And Gasly's in the top. Alpine got into the top 10. That's Gasly's in the top 10. Ocon is P12. Both Haas's got into Q2. They're P11, P13. So there is a lot that could be happening here. Again, with Checo out, Alonso out. I mean, there's room for the backmarker teams to have. There's a way to get into the Q3, maybe better. So yeah, don't know what to tell you. That was Q1 again. Perez, Alonso, Albon, Bottas, and Stroll out in Q1. Stroll got out at a last-minute wonder. Again, his car he had an issue with the electrical system, the ERS, the energy store, had to be replaced. They finally did get him back onto track at the very last minute, and he only had one go around before starting doing a second lap. So, not sure why they just pull up outside the garage lanes and then engine off. I'm not even sure why. I mean, they got him out for quality, so he's out. Albon's out based on, again, I'm not sure how good his lap was, but he was out based on he got track limits and got out. Everyone was on mediums. Why was Perez with 10 laps on softs? That's interesting. Did they not? Did they screw up and not do? That's odd that he did 10 laps on soft. He didn't pit. Well, you guys are saying F4 to Checo. That's extreme. Come on, guys. F1 is a feeder system. If you want to send Checo somewhere, I mean, if you're honestly, say INSA, say IndyCar, say WEC, but F4 is not. That you guys are, that's crazy. That's a feature. When is Q2, guys? That is in a few minutes. We're waiting. It's a few minutes right now between Q1 and Q2. Again, this is the Racing 60 YouTube channel. This is Grash in for Ryan this weekend, and I'll be doing the race tomorrow as well. Guy's done 18 races this season. He deserves a weekend off. Juggernaut put Lawson in that Red Bull already. Action doesn't like Lawson. Wouldn't be surprised. He's like, wouldn't be surprised to see Perez in an IndyCar. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Checo in an IndyCar as well at some point. I'm just not sure when that's going to happen. Perez got qualified. Yep, Perez got qualified by Joe. Joe qualified Lawson as well. Joe got P14, out qualifying Lawson, Perez, Alonso, Albon, Bottas, and Stroll. So we are now starting Q2. It looks like Max is out on track right away, because that's the only Red Bull left. So we have started Q2. Am I not live? No, I'm live. There we go. So Q2 has started. Max is out. Everyone was shocked about Joe Low. Yeah, pretty much. It was a small miracle that he got Q1, and he did. You know, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. You know, they were in fact he did P14. That's yeah. I would have lost money in Vegas if that. So compared to Uber, you guys are. That's funny. Moving on. So who is left in the pit? It's just Gasly and Oscar and Norris. So the only three have not gone out yet, and they're about to. So we need to get. Let me see. Here comes Verstappen. This is still an out lap. He's the first one to go out. So. Temperature dropped. Yeah, yeah. It's still a little bit, not too much. Air temperature is 11.7 degrees Celsius. We've got no marginal wind. It's like 0.4 meters per second. Air temperature is 14 degrees Celsius. Air temperature is 12 degrees Celsius. So it's a little lower, but not by marginal. Not much different from FP3 earlier today. We got 12 minutes to go. Again, Max has gone around once. The question is he going to is he gonna go around twice like we saw before? Or is this a push lap? And it's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to tell because ultimately we'll know by the time of that lap. Humidity is 28%. It's a little more humid than it was yesterday. It was 19 18% at FP1. Not anything significant given it's not anything significant in regards to like, hey, Brazil, which was like 60% automatically. So so take a look at this first lap from Max. It's a 139.663. Russell does a 133. So Max is probably is going to go. This is going to be his actual push lap. From Zhou. Zhou is going to take P2 with a 134. So that's an actual lap from Zhou. Hulkenberg P1 with a 133.273. So that's out of the gate. It's interesting. Colapino 133.749. These are actually good laps. Magazine is a 155. So it's interesting that Haas has split their strategy. Hulkenberg went on his push lap right away. Magnussen is going to be doing his push lap now. Hamilton just went to the top of the board, 133.136. It's going to be interesting to see who's doing what. We're seeing split strategies um, between who's doing one lap or 2 laps. Oscar just went P2, 133.137. Dancer Spearman still is fighting for his F1 career. Not as a driver, Dancer. He is out as a driver next year. The best he's going to have is essentially basically a reserve driver role somewhere. That's the best he can do in F1 at this point. Norris just went P2 with a 133.262, so it's a eighth of a second behind Hamilton. Verstappen just did finish his lap. He's under a tenth, so it was a 133.201, so that's P2. We are at almost 9 minutes to go in this session. Right now, Tsunoda, Lawson, Magnussen, Leclerc, and Sainz are in the drop zone. They haven't. The Ferraris have not set times yet. They have just come out of the pits. Magnussen's about to finish his lap. He's going to go P6, right behind Hulkenberg. Lawson's going to go P9. We got Colapino and I believe Tsunoda. Tsunoda going to go P6, splitting the Haas's. Zoe's going to pit. Here comes Hamilton's going to pit. Ocon and Gasly are the next two to cross the line. Ocon's going to go P10. Then we'll see Gasly cross the line, and then it'll be a few minutes before we get any new flying laps. Leclerc and Sainz are basically still. Sainz is coming around the back end. Gasly is going to go up to P9. Right now, Ocon, Lawson, Zhou, and Ferrari. Again, Ferrari has not set any times yet, so we're really looking at Russell, Gasly, Colapino, Ocon, Lawson, and Zhou right now, potentially in the drop zone. Magnussen at risk once Ferrari makes their first lap, get their first laps in. That would be a Ferrari has not set times yet, so give them time. Give this a moment to get their times in. If they don't set a good time, then that's a bigger issue. That'll be a bigger story. So, and it looks like they are doing a second lap around. Ferrari's going to do a second lap to put in. They're going to put time. They're going to put basically energy and heat into those tires. So we got people pitting right now. We'll see them come out, and they should come out in a moment. Make an adjustment to the car, put new tires on, different tires on, send them out. Work really on 12 all Mercedes? That's a good question. No, Hamilton is on relatively new soft tires. Max just did a new P1 133.085. Where's Russell? Russell is P8. He's on relatively new soft tires as well. Comes Hamilton. Hamilton looks like he's on that was an outlap for Hamilton. So Sainz is going to come across. Stappen on my screen is coming across on the YouTube video. That again setting the 133. So I've got a difference of several seconds. Russell, again, this is a flying lap for both Russell and Hamilton. Russell is going to take a first sector, purple second sector. Russell's on very strong. He's cooking. Hamilton's cooking. Sainz is now cooking. Leclerc is now cooking. So the only one who's on track right now who's not cooking is Max, who just did his fastest lap. He'll come around, most likely pit. He may not come out again. Comes Russell. I'm gonna I'm going to be ahead for a moment. Russell's coming to the end of his lap. He's coming along. Does not improve in sector 3, but he does take the fastest lap. He does a 1:32.881. Russell P1 right now. Hamilton is next. He's going to go P2. Blanks is going to come in P5. Where does Leclerc come into? Leclerc is having a relatively good lap. We have 5 minutes to go. Leclerc comes across the line. He's going to come across P3. So we've got Magnussen is the driver at risk. Gasly, Colapino, Ocon, Lawson, and Zhou are the drivers at risk, are in the drop zone right now. And they're all pitted at the moment. That is odd. They should all be out. They are all coming out at this point. Sonoda's coming out. Gas is coming out. Colapino, Ocon, Lawson, Zhou are all coming out of the pits at this point. So we've got enough time for them to go around maybe twice, and then set flying laps. So it's going to be a battle at the bottom. Magnussen's still in the pit. He should be out any moment now. So is Hulkenberg. Oscar's coming out. He's going to trying for another lap. He's probably safe, but he is, pushing for it. So we've got about a minute or so before things really kick off with action here. For time to actually being set on the board. While we're waiting for that, now's a great time to like and subscribe. You're listening to the Racing's YouTube channel. This is live coverage of Q2 quali of the Vegas Grand Prix. This is again Grash. I'm in for Ryan this weekend. Ooh, Norris is a little squiggly. Lando is not improving in sector 1. I don't know if that's just intentionally slow. He's putting heat into the tires, or if this is a fast lap, this is not exactly what you want. Norris is currently P7. He's improved in sector 2. Looking right now, he's the one that we're following along right now. He's the one cooking at the moment. Everyone else is on outlaps or are doing a slow lap around. Norris is going to do a 1:33. That's going to not. That does not help him. Moves into P5. Yeah, he does a 1:33.009. He's going to move into P5 ahead of Oscar. That he might go around. It's one of those. He could go around again and do another have time to do another. Get around to do another flying lap. Will he is the other question. Again, it's Q2. He doesn't. He's in P5. He's safe. Max is pitted. He's probably not coming out again. He's safe there as well. It's interesting that Russell, Hamilton, and Leclerc are still out right now. So there is traffic. So all the teams have pretty much opted to go around. So it'd be interesting to see who pits, who's not pitting, who's going again. We've got 130 left to go in this session. As we wait, we've got maybe 2 more subscribers to hit us to 134K. Colapino has traffic. Oh boy, does he have. Not necessarily. He is gonna be at the back. So here comes Russell Hamilton. They are going. They're gonna go for it. Magnus and Hulkenberg are going for it. Science is going for it. Joe is going for it. So they're all staying on track. This is interesting. Lawson is going for it again. Tsunoda is going for it. So this is, again, Verstappen is the only one who's in the pits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm missing someone, but still. So Norris is pitting. So he's not going. So Oscar's going for another lap. He might be just out to be on, I don't know, a moving chicane. So here we go. We are 10 seconds left to go. Russell goes P1, then Hamilton takes it from him. Tsunoda is going to move to no, Magnussen's going to go P9. Hulkenberg going to go P7. Sainz to P2. Comes Zhou. Zhou is going to be P11. He's not going to make it to Q3. Lawson's next. And Lawson... Tsunoda's going to go to P7 out of the drop zone. He's going to drop Magnussen into out of Q3. Lawson's going to pit. There's a yellow. Oh, we have it's called Pino, and we have an accident into one of the walls. This is going to basically end this session. So again, basically we know that Copain has hit the wall. He is saying he's on radio saying he's okay. Looking at, and the left side of his car is just destroyed. Both of the left wheels, have been collapsed into the car essentially. Franco is getting out of the car as we speak right now. Slowly getting out of the car. Slowly getting in a car, pissed. He's putting the driver wheel back in, so he is okay. So first of all, Franco crashed. He is okay. The left side of his car is just basically gone. We're doing a review, and he went into T-Mobile barriers. Is that where it? Nope. He didn't hit the barriers there. This is at turn 5. And there's some wiggle with the car. Oh, okay. So he hit. Where is it? I believe that was turn 7, 8, 9 is where we're talking about. He hits the left side, hit one of the cameras. Wow. And then then went into the left side of the. So hit the right side of the car, hit the left side. Yeah, this is not good. Both sides of the car are damaged. That's getting replay. Ooh, they got an overhead view of the accident. Yeah, it's just he hit the wall and it's sparked out. So we know because when the flag hit, it basically neutralized everything. Yeah, it came after the checkered flag. So we know that Ocon, Magnussen, Zhou, Colapino, come on, give me back and Lawson were basically are going to be eliminated from this session, from Q2. So yeah, no, I mean this is one of those. This is going to take a while. It's a question of whether they can repair the car. They have 24 hours. They have 23 hours to repair the car. 23, 22. They've got 22 hours to repair, effectively 22 hours to repair that car. Start Q3 will be delayed, and that's obvious because they still have not gotten the car off the track. That's interesting. They still haven't gotten the car off the track. And there is a lot of debris on the track as well. My God, this would have been a red flag. This should have been a red. If this had happened with time on the clock, this would have been a red flag. Do we give me the red? Do we give me the gimme? Oh no. For those who don't know, I am the harbinger of red flags. That vehicle is told. This should have, if this had happened a minute sooner, this would have been a red flag. Again, Archon, Magnuson, Joe, Colapino, and Lawson are the 5 drivers who are going to be eliminated. The question tomorrow: will Colapino actually be in the race or not? So again, Colapino is okay. He did get out of the car. He is okay. He did indicate to to his team over the radio that he was okay, and he got out of the car angry. So again, right now we are in a, and he's being taken to the medical car. Just on the sheer fact of how he hit the wall, he looks okay. I mean, he looks dejected, obviously, but he's going to be taken for obvious reasons. He will be checked out. So Q3 will be delayed. There is so much debris on the track. So surprises. Yuki Tsunoda got into Q3. So did Hulkenberg. So there is and Yuki outperformed Norris in Q2. So that's interesting. People are complaining about ads. I apologize, but that is ultimately we don't have control. YouTube has been aggressive with their ads lately, so I apologize for those who got in ads. At least you're getting those ads now. Now is the best time for you have gotten those ads because ultimately we've got time to waste the moment. Q3 is not start. Q3 will be delayed. Again, I want to thank everyone who's here right now. There's over 4,000 of you watching right now. We have hit the 134,000 subscribers. Oh, actually, 100. Wow, we got. Again, we were looking at like two to go, and then now I'm looking over this. Over 34 of you have added yourself to the army. 504 likes. Again, we are in a holding mode right now before Q3, and this is basically because Colapino crashed and so much debris is on the track, so it's going to take a while to pick up the debris. I don't know if they're picking up debris by hand, but they've got to do a lot of work to pick up that debris. He hit one side and it went into the wall on the other side, so it's going to be a while before Q3 starts. Ghost of Sergeant haunting Franco's mind. I mean, it's not just Sargent. It's Cole. No, it's Oh man. Oh, and he had hit one of the cameras too. Uh he's had more accidents than Perez. No, I don't think he's had more accidents than Perez. I mean, he's had two major crashes so far. Um, yeah, I don't know. Again, Red Bull is looking at him as a potential driver. This would definitely, after this, would put him in a, the, uh, yeah, I want to say Toro, so it's a V carb team. Go TP 3.0. My God, that's almost not four crashes actually. Lord McTeefy. Chelsea Hung, who's proud of Yuki? Again, Corey May is proud of. So there's a lot of people who are proud of Yuki. Again, he got it. He has got into Q3 today. So that is that. Yeah, I mean, let's focus on who's in Q3. Again, we're looking at Hamilton Sites, Russell, Gasly. Yeah. Oh wow, I did not see Gasly get into P4. So again, one of the Alpines in again Gasly P4. Ocon got eliminated, but Gasly got into Q3. So we've got three out, the formula outside of the top 14s. It's Gasly, Sonoda, and Hulkenberg. So we've got three of the backmarker teams in Q3. That's interesting. Looking at what you guys are saying in chat right now. Again, we are in a delay while the track is being cleared. So Antonio says Colapino is not good enough for me. I mean, here's the thing about Franco, about why he was put into the seat over Logan is that, and they wanted to see what they got. And the first thing he does, he scored points, and Logan had not scored points at all. I mean, yes, he's binned it this week. This is not great. It's not great for him, but these newer drivers are going to crash. I mean, we're going to see some crazy crashes next year with some of these drivers. Ryan's put Daniel back in the car. No, Daniel's not going to get put back in the car because Lawson's actually performed it. They'll ask, why is Perez blank this year? I mean, he's not performed. No, Ricardo was not. No. People are saying who Ricardo was better than Perez. You've got that wrong. No, Ricardo was not better than Perez. That's the issue. That's why Ricardo is not in the car. He couldn't outperform Perez. And I know Ricardo was in a different car than Perez, but still, he wasn't getting into points. So One Ton Sun basically just said flatbed just led with the car. So that's a good sign that's moving on. Lawson's ego is too big for Red Bull. What? Like seriously? You're gonna go by ego? I mean, these are Formula One drivers. They're massive egos. Like Lawson's ego too big for Red Bull. Like what about Max's ego? I mean, like that's one of the weirdest takes I've seen. Matt Perez can't be in the same cars. No, he's not in the same cars. It's not the cars aren't the same. They have different specs on them, actually. Tembi, I don't know what the oh Tembi, after Max's you did Verstappen dot Norris, and it thought it was a URL. That's about being a pain in the ass. Sorry about that. Chris last podium was in China. You know, is there a chance of Checo being? Yes, there's a chance that his seat is at risk, and this is what these last three races are going to be important for, particularly for Red Bull, is to figure out, are they going to keep Checo? Are they going to promote like Lawson or someone else? The Walt jumped out of nowhere. It's magical. That's funny. Again, everyone, and this is a great time to like and subscribe. If you guys can join the channel, like Andrew Dunas or Dark Mayu. They've subscribed. Paula is around. They've subscribed. One of the bonuses of being is you get a super chat every month, free super chat, and then you also have access to emojis, which I'm gonna try and get in. I think I got all of them. So in chat, you'll see that there's a bunch of special emojis that are specific to this channel. You have access to them as being when you join the channel as well. I know we have a storefront somewhere in that. I believe, I'm not sure where the link is for it right now. But we also have a Discord channel. Again, a lot of videos were posted again into. I posted a lot of videos. Several other people have posted videos leading up to, FP1, and overnight a couple more videos were posted. One of the videos that was posted yesterday, yesterday as of an hour ago, is a but one of the videos was about the situation with Andretti and GM under GM being under the Cadillac name. Basically, the chance of them joining the grid in 2026 has moved in a different direction. Everything has moved. There's like something has changed. Where basically Sky Sports is basically reporting on it, and that's a big change. So, we are in a holding pattern as they're clearing out the track. It's going to take a little bit longer before Q3 starts. Again, you're listening to Racing YouTube channel, and this is our coverage of quali while we wait to start Q3. Yeah. At this point, when we're talking about the drivers market, the only two seats that we are actively talking about right now is Perez's seat, which he is signed for the contract for, but it is Red Bull. And then we know that in the V car team, it is the seat that Lawson is still technically open for next year. We know Yuki is in the seat for next year. So the only two drivers in the Red Bull family we know at this point is Max and Yuki. Bottas to Racing Bulls? No, Bottas is not going to go to Racing Bulls. Bottas, his future looks like he's going to be the reserve driver for Mercedes, and that's the same. That's the other thing that Zhou is trying to stay in F1 as a reserve driver. Any chance of Sainz getting to Red Bull? No, Sainz is signed with Williams. That's where he's going next season. So that was a hot minute a few minutes ago. Is Uncle Kurt reserve driver for Ferrari? I'm not sure. He is in their junior system. I don't know where he is standing. How did Calapino crash? I believe he went into the curves around 7, 8, and 9. He hit one side of the car and then smashed into the other side of the car. So it's both. He smashed both sides of the car. I think there was only one wheel left on that car. That's where we look at. There was only basically three wheels were tucked under the car when it came to a stop. It is 1 a.m. in U.S. Central Time. It is 11 p.m. I believe it's 11 p.m. right now in U.S. Pacific, which is track time. We don't know yet when we are going to go back to green for Q3. It has been delayed, obviously, with the crash of its magnitude. Again, the car's off the track. Is the car repairable? We don't know, Tembi. It was a bad. It's a bad. It in theory should be repairable. We just don't know how much has been destroyed. Williams mechanic will have a real good yeah, they always do. Pastor Red Bull, what you think? That was basically I don't that was hot for a few minutes a few weeks ago, and that came out of nowhere. And that was a wild, crazy, and even if that were to happen, that would have happened not in 20, like that would be 2026 going forward, 2027 type scenario with the deal that Oscar has. And yeah, pretty much it's ever demolished. They put up the barriers for. They put up the barriers around Calapino's pit. So Calapino's car is back in the garage. They've put everything up because they've got everything is destroyed on that car pretty much. What are your thoughts about Lando winning the championship? Lando's not going to win the championship. He that was the opportunity for him to basically Brazil destroyed his opportunity for a championship. There is 3 points. Basically, at this point, Max has to score 3 points ahead of Lando to win it this weekend, or it goes to Qatar. Yeah, I mean it's mathematically can win it, but in reality, it's pretty much impossible. Like Max will have to crash out like the next 3 races and the sprint race as well. That's just not going to happen. No info when it resumed. That is correct. We don't know when Q3 is going to resume. They are in the moment. We're basically clearing the track, and then there may be repairs to the track that may be needed as well. And Alpine posted like 4 minutes ago that at the update there is no update. Alpine, you are hilarious with your updates. Yeah, qualifying is going to resume. It's just taking time to repair the track. That's what we're waiting on right now. Is just getting the track cleared and getting the track set up. It looks like not sure where they have not updated about when that is going to be. What do you think that Audi in 21 will be a good team? I mean, Audi is basically going to take over the kick team. That's what's going on. I don't know if they're going to be a good team because right now the team that they're taking over is garbage. I mean, they're taking over the Kick Sauber team, and they are garbage this season. I mean, we're going to see new drivers. You're going to see Borletto and Hulkenberg, I believe, are the two drivers for them next season. And one of the first things that they've got to do is score freaking points. Toronto's still a team. So no. Lawrence is going to still. Lawrence is not the issue. It's Lance is the issue. Colapunto. Oops. Imagine BMW in F1. I thought that BMW was in F1 for a while. I thought they were in and then out. Didn't do well. We got some Lando fan. You want your Muppet? that's odd. They're showing that from a shot from the McLaren McLaren over Lando's car. That's interesting. When will a tire you think? 27, 28 probably. He's got several years. He's still going. You got a chance for F1 to show celebrities. Is Gordon Ramsay working? He's in his chef outfit. Very odd. Want to thank everyone who's still here. Again, this is the Race 62 channel. This is Crash with you. Again, I'm in for Ryan this weekend. Yeah, someone's mentioned Ryan would not have liked this delay. Don't blame him. He's seen a lot of these delays. That's part of the problem. When is Q3 starting? We do not know when Q3 is starting. Again, this is Crash with you. While we wait for Q3 to start, looking at what you are saying in chat. Gordon Ramsay is the most celebrity restaurants in Las Vegas. So we have a track clear on multi-viewer. That's what we're using to display the radio and the timing data right now. So it's a matter of when Q3 is going to start. Q3 will start at 23:09. So in about a minute. About a minute. We've got a minute before Q3 is going to start. So what happened at the end of Q2? Colapino crashed in what I believe is going to set the turn 7, 8, 9. Hit one side of the wall and the other destroyed his car. Just straight up destroyed it. So Q3 is going to be starting in about a minute or so. What, 50 seconds to go. And we've already got Max lining up on pit lane to go out first. And I think one of the McLarens is second after him. So we've got 30 seconds to go. Can Ferrari win the constructors? They can win the constructors. It is mathematically possible and reasonable for Ferrari to win the constructors, they have to significantly McLaren has to have a really bad day and Ferrari a really good day. Really what it amounts to. Yeah, Perez went out in Q1. Again, going over Stroll, Bottas, Albon, Perez went out in Q1, and Max is now, Q3 has started, Max is out already. Um, Lawson, Colapino, Zhou, Mags, and Ocon went out in Q2, and now we are in Q3. Max is out already. Only 12 minutes in Q3. We've already started. Looking at what you guys are saying, Kickstarter selling the pit because of Joe Q2. So basically, we're seeing who is the only one not out is Hamilton, Russell, and Hulkenberg. But that there's movement still in the pit lane, so that is we're going to see everyone out on track very shortly. Gasly, and Hulkenberg, and McLaren duo are on used rubber. Russell is the only driver not to head out straight out. Qualifying. So here we go. We are 10.5 minutes left to go in this session right now. Again, you're listening to Racing Tickets YouTube channel. Clay Nugent, welcome to the family, my friend. We are waiting still. Again, this is we're going. So Max is the first one out. He's coming around. He is the first one to cross the line after his out lap. We've been seeing them do another lap around. So we are 10 minutes to go in this session. So already 10 minutes to go. Yeah, what was Max? It was like a 32:27. Yeah, nothing impressive. You know, it was the outlap. So who gets fired at Red Bull packing the wrong rear wings? We will find out Monday or Tuesday, Todd. So Oscar is on a flying lap. He has passed Verstappen. Russell is on track. He was the last one on the track. So he's basically looking possibly to do a single lap. Yeah, it looks like Oscar went around once and went into and is doing a flying lap right away. I think the reason for doing it this way is that he has more time to go around again once or twice and then do another lap. Potentially also to pit after that lap. So Oscar's going to do a 133.529. Max did a 144, means that was a slow lap. Norris also did a first flying lap, so he did a 133.237. So we're seeing two strategies in play here. So we have seen Gasly does a 131. 133. So we're seeing Ferrari, we're seeing Gasly, we're seeing Norris, Oscar using option number one, do an out lap and do your flying lap, which is what we normally see. We're seeing Max in this case go around, do a second lap around, and then do your flying lap. So there's two strategies on this track we're seeing during quali this weekend, and that's part of it is the reason you go around the second time is to get more temperature and more energy in those tires. Typically, temperature in the tires for your flying lap. So Max right now is on a flying lap. Russell went around once and is doing his flying lap. We are at 7:20 to 7:20 right now in this session. Right now, Russell. Right now, we've got Verstappen a fastest second sector, Russell fastest first sector. Let's see, Hamilton is looking to improve on his time. So the three are cooking right now. So Verstappen goes P2. So he's got enough time to go about around maybe once or twice and then do another flying lap. Oscar is pitting. That is interesting. They're going to probably put another. Again, this is enough time to put him in pits. Also, Norris is pitting. Russell's going to go P1 with a 1:32.811. And then Hamilton is the only one right now who is currently cooking on a flying lap, and he's got subsectors that are the fastest, purple. He's not improving on the back straight, which is not good. So a lot of teams are pitting at the moment. Norris, Oscar, Gasly, Leclerc, Tsunoda are all pitting right now. Sainz is pitted. So it leaves Russell, Verstappen, Hulkenberg, and Hamilton. Hulkenberg, he might pit. See in a moment. Yeah, Hulkenberg's going to pit. Hamilton's going to come around and set. He's the last. No, Hamilton is going to pit. He's going to abandon the lap. So Hamilton has not set a representative time. He's only he did not, he abandoned his lap. So there was something wrong in that back straight with Hamilton. So he's pitted. He's going to come back to what's going to happen, and we'll see them all come out in a minute or so. Oscar's the first one to come out. Norris the second to come out. So again, Russell has pitted. And our map did freeze for a moment. Russell is in the pits. So sure I'm live on everything. So I'm using the F1 board. Sainz is out. Norris is out. Oscar's out. Gasly out. Leclerc out. Tsunoda is out right now. So they're on out laps. We're waiting for Russell, Verstappen, Hulkenberg, and Hamilton to come out. Again, right now, who is that? That was one of the Ferraris. I think that was Charles. So they were going over one of the curves really hard. So here we go. We are 4 minutes to go in this session. Again, basically, we've got McLaren, Ferrari, Gasly, Tsunoda out. Or will be coming out soon. Russell did touch the wall. Yeah, at exit turn 5, he hit that again. We were looking at T-Mobile area. He did touch the back wheel, touched the wall. Some debris, but it looks like paper. Russell's still in the pits. He's still in the pits right now. They're looking at the car, making sure it's okay. We're at 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Verstappen is still in the pits. So that's interesting. So now he is out. So the last driver in the pits right now is Russell. He's a 1:32.811. Again, Russell hit the wall, and they're evaluating the car before sending it back out. He needs to get out like in the next 30 seconds tops, and he is being sent out now. So so he will have enough time to get around, and then he will have to do a flying lap. So he's going to have to put as much temperature and energy in those tires in this out lap. So it looks like everyone is right now doing a lap around. It looks again. It will be at the point where we'll have Oscar and Norris be the first two to start their laps. Hulkenberg, Leclerc, Hamilton will be the next three. We'll have Sainz and Gasly, Sonoda, then Verstappen and Russell. So Russell should have enough time to get around the track to start a flying lap. So at this point, that is the order they are going to come in, as they all are going to start a flying lap soon. So we got timed perfectly for this. Again, if you didn't like and subscribe, now's a great time to do it. We're about to get the climax of Q3. Oscar is jumping ahead quickly and going across that line really fast, coming around turn one pretty quickly. Here is the final laps of Q3. Russell's at turn 12 at 105 left on the track. He should get across the line. And Oscar is setting the first one to go. Norris is second, Clerk's third, and Hulkenberg and Hamilton will be the first five. Sainz, Gasly, Sonoda, Verstappen, Russell will be the next five. Track is too cold. No, the track isn't too cold. I mean, it is cold, but it's not too cold. We're not talking about pure ice. Oscar flying. So right now, Hulkenberg and Norris have subsectors. Sainz has a subsector. Clerk has a subsector in sector 2. These are indications who's actually cooking, who's really flying. Russell, they're all across the board. Hamilton, not improving on his times. Yellow sector 1. So Clerk take fastest sector 2. So here we go. This is going to be this is how the order is going to come across. Oscar's coming along first. He's going to go P3. P3 is his best. He may be pushed down. Here comes Norris. He's currently P5. He's going to jump P2. Norris is going P2. Comes with Clerk. Clerk is 8th right now. He's got a good time. He's jumping P1, 132. So provisional pole Clerk. Hulkenberg coming across the line. P8 to P6. Hamilton has not had did not have a good start, and he is going to actually set his time. Does not improve. Sainz is going to take pole. Sainz is on pole right now. Here comes Gasly. Gasly is going to take P2. Gasly P2. Here comes Sonoda. Sonoda is going to go P6. So we've got Verstappen and Russell left. My God, Gasly's in P2. Here comes Verstappen. Where does he come across? Verstappen's going to be P4. Gasly's going to be... Wow. Oh, my God. Gasly in P2 already. Here comes Russell. And Russell's going to take P1 back. And that is how we're going to qualify. Russell P1, Sainz P2. Gasly is in P3, splitting the Ferraris. That's crazy. Gasly up at P3. Clerk is going to be P4, Verstappen P5. Norris is P6. So right now, Verstappen is, as it stands, is in a position ahead of Norris. Now, they're on the same row. So we'll see how things go when that starts. Going to be one of the points with that third row. Who can get ahead of who? Sonoda is P7 ahead of Oscar. Hulkenberg is P9, and Hamilton just did not qualify at all. Yeah, bad lap. He just a 148. That's not a representative. His best lap was 135. So he ultimately did not do ultimately he's left at P10. But that is how it's going to go down. The story right now is Gasly is P3. Max is ahead of Norris. So he's in championship position right now as things start going in tomorrow. I want to thank everyone here. We've got almost 6,000 of you right now for this time zone. That is incredible. We had over 747 likes. again, we hit over 134 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for those who are in the Racing City Army. I want to thank the family that's been here, like Paula, Johnny, PHC, Shay, and others. Again, Russell, Science, Gasly in top 3. Clark 4th, Verstappen 5th, Norris 6th as we go into the race tomorrow. Again, this is Grash. I have been my privilege to do quality with you guys this tonight. I will see you all tomorrow for the race. Yeah, no, Ryan is out this weekend. I'm in for him. He will be back for Abu Dhabi and for Qatar, so don't worry about that in that regards. I'm just in for him this weekend. I want to thank everyone who stayed through the long delay from Q2 to Q3. And then for Racing Statistics, we will see you tomorrow for the race. I am excited. Again, this is really exciting to do quality with you guys. So I'm excited for the race tomorrow. So, yep, it's race day tomorrow, or some of us today already. So, Lewis's lap time was deleted. That would also explain why he is P10. But I will see you all tomorrow for the race. We'll have a fun time. For Racing Statistics, take care of yourself. Get some rest for those who need it, and we'll see you for the Vegas Grand Prix. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.